Now then, welcome back to another episode of Revenge of the CTeam. Episode 2 of my hardcore challenge for the next couple of weeks. Episode 2 means that hopefully I can survive another 10 after this. But today I've just been carefully picking out a few blocks and repairing this base that we found. We found it at the end of the first episode. The first episode was kind of world gen struggling and figuring out where we were in the world. We haven't explored very far outside of the mushroom biome, where we found this awesome fossils and archaeology base. I know it's fossils and archaeology because even the wood it's built out of is fossils and archaeology wood. And there were lots and lots of fossils and archaeology things in chests around and about the place as we parkoured our way up and checked all the chests and things. And I've just been kind of piecing bits and pieces together, grabbing some bits and pieces from around the place and putting them in the holes just to try and rebuild and secure, and getting all the things that I want downstairs below and sorted out. And I can't make that jump. I'm going to fall down there every time until I fix it. These drums are interesting. Bang, bang, bang. They've got 3 orders, drum order command type things. They're pretty cool, but I don't know why they're here necessarily. I guess they're just here to look cool. I've got a couple of spares that I got in the drawer, in the cupboards as well, as it were. Got a couple of spares there. But I don't really know anything about the fossils and archaeology mod. And in fact, while we've got the GUI open here, let me just change that video setting for you. Because, yeah, I know you guys prefer to be able to see what I'm doing. So having a large GUI is better for YouTube. Yeah, I got all these wooden javelins and bits and pieces. I got stone javelins and wooden javelins. I'm guessing that stone is better than wood, so I'm just going to grab some of those. But these DNA, I don't know what they are for exactly. The relic scraps and fossils, I don't know what they're for exactly. But pressing NEI, uses, tells us that scraps and fossils are to make an analyzer. I just need 4 iron for an analyzer, and the same goes for the biofossils and the relic scraps. The only use they seem to be at the minute is using iron to make a block out of them. And these DNA things, they get combined with a book, it seems, to make a dinopedia. And there just happens to have been books here as well. So I'm going to take a book and DNA. Well, was that book turns back into paper? Okay, that's new. Dinopedia. Let's have a look, see what it says inside. Doesn't seem to do anything inside. Could it be like the Chocopedia, where it only does things to certain stuff? Okay, it might be that that's a use egg for dinosaurs. Let's see uses of it. Nope, no uses of it. Okay, so the next stage then will be to go out and try and find some more, or do some mining of some kind. I mean, we've got a bit of gold here, that's nice. Boom. Yeah, I broke it with a stone pick, that's a good job for me. But running around in the mushroom biome is probably the safest way of doing mining. And I am on hardcore, so maybe that's a good thing, to sort out some sort of mining operation around here. But I'm expecting that there are other things, like, well, there's a stack or so of gold gravel ore here, and iron gravel ore as well. Okay, can I break the iron gravel ore with this? Doesn't appear to be. Okay, so what can we do here then? Let's get a torch or something. Something torch-like, and break the block that way. And yeah, let's get some wood. I've got some wood over here. Let's just quickly make a torch. There we go. We've got some torches available. 1 piece of coal that'll do nicely. I literally just want to break the gravel and get that started, because then I don't need to go mining this episode as such. We can just find a few things out about the fossils and archaeology mod, and then run off and explore the world a little bit more after that. So let's go down here and do that, and then boom, thank you, all mine. So there's 2 ore anyway, a good start, and we'll get those ones as well. That's it, perfect. And well, we may as well get the rest of it while I'm here, save a little bit of mining, and also we'll get that analyzer thing sorted out for me as well. So I'll come back and get the rest of the gold later, because I don't actually need the gold for anything at the minute. But there was 6 iron ore there, so that should give me a good head start. I only actually needed 4 for the mission, as it were. So here we go. And what have I got to fuel it? Let's fuel it with 1 coal. Yes, let's do it really, really carefully. So we'll do 2 gold and then 6 iron. And that's a good starting point. And see what we can make out of this analyzer that the Fossils and Archaeology mod puts in. And failing that, I'll make a gold pickaxe and go and dig some more stuff up with the gold pickaxe. Or a gold shovel or something. Make it worthwhile. I'll make a gold shovel, I think. That's probably my plan right now. This will do it. And then I should be able to pick up the rest of that gravel with a gold shovel. Not really bothered about what I've got and where, really, at the minute, because, well, there's still very, very early days. I've got lots and lots of time left in this world. Got lots of things to explore. We've hardly moved from spawn, which is kind of the normal. You normally don't move too far from spawn when you start a new world, unless spawn's really, really bad. And in my case, spawn is a mushroom biome, which gives me the added protection of not having to worry about mobs spawning around me. And there's the 4. Okay, so now we've got those 4 like that. What was that thing there? That was an iron plate from Abyssal Craft. Okay. There are a fair few adventuring mods in this pack as well. A fair few adventuring mods that we like the look of. So I'll be playing around with those later. Let's see. That there, and an analyzer. Okay. Well, where should we place this analyzer? Let's start a wall over here. So the analyzer. Does it need power? I can't really tell. Let's get one of those DNA out. Or let's get a spare one, like that. Let's get a relic scrap and a biofossil, just to test those out as well. Get the pedia, just in case that's something that we need. Let's see now. Pedia, does it go anywhere? It goes into there. Okay. The DNA? No. Does it just go in there and it analyzes stuff? I have no idea how things work in this. This is all new to me. Oh, it's lit up though when I put something in. Oh yeah, it's analysing this relic scrap. That's easy. That's okay. I will research the mod. And it got flint out of it. Well, gee, thanks. The biofossil, that does the same thing. That lights up when we put it in as well. Okay. Well, this makes the analyzer in the first place, so we could have multiple of these going. A couple of sand. Okay. Are they all just going to be random things? Let's take half a stack of these fossils and just see what we get out of it. I wonder how many you can do at a time, because there's 3 output slots. Maybe there's 3 potential items that you could have. I still think that book should just go in somewhere. Maybe that's an upgrade slot. I don't know. Oh, another DNA sample. Very cool. Okay, so presumably the DNA samples are something that we've got to pick up along route to try and figure out where we're going. Let's just have a look at the Fossils and Archaeology mod here and check out the wiki some other time. Oh, look at all the cool stuff that it's got. Okay, analyzer. That is fossils. That is a feeder. Reinforced glass. There's a time machine. Da-da-da-da. Wow, time machine needs another star. But that looks awesome, doesn't it? Having a time machine. We're going to have lots of fun. And there's all sorts of these swords and helmets and things. The +8 scabbard sword. Very cool. A diamond javelin. All sorts of weird stuff. And lots of different types of DNA. But what do I do with them? I don't know. These eggs. What's the recipe for an egg? It doesn't show me the recipe for eggs either. So it doesn't show me what I've got to do. Okay. So I'm guessing there's some machine in this set that gives you something cool. A culture vat. That's probably something. A culture vat. Water bucket and some bits and pieces to make a culture vat. Well, so far nothing seems to be too hard to create. So we'll have to do a bit of that, gathering up some basic materials and then come back to this. Let's see what we've managed to get in here so far. Some sand, another DNA sample, some bone meal, all useful stuff. Let's just dump, yeah, some bits and pieces in there. Let's put the sand in there. The bone meal and that in there, yeah, and the flint in there. We can use the flint nicely to make Tinker's tools of some kind. The flint's a good place to start with Tinker's construct, so that's good. And yeah, well, I'll see what comes from the rest of this, and then we'll be back. The sand went up into there for some reason. But anyway, we need to go and do some mining, get some materials, see what the world's like outside my front door. Alright, so I should never stop recording while in hardcore mode, because it went dark. I was just doing what I was doing before I cut, and some zombie came in from somewhere, or spawned in here somehow, and killed me. I tried to run away. I killed the first one, but I tried to run away from the second one, and then I thought I'd defeated them and I was safe, and I was hiding on the stairs, and then one just came up behind me and knocked me over the back of the head. And away we go. Starting again. I think I'm going to use the same world save though, and just try and quickly catch up to where we were. Well, I've made it back to the place on the map. I did go around about the houses a little bit from respawning in the world, but it was all through mushroom biomes, so it was all safe. But now I've kind of got a problem in this place. There's a guy there, and I don't know what he's all about. Are you trying to kill me? He's a legendary something or other. Hey dude, can I... He's Matter Overdrive legendary. I can't right click on him, so I can punch him to interact with him. I can slowly but surely beat the hell out of him. But he's a legendary, and I don't know what he was doing in there. I kind of don't want it to go dark on me, because everything will start coming in from all over the place. And at the same time, I don't really want to be hitting him with a wooden sword. But it's better than hitting him with my fist, at least, isn't it? So, there we go. Time to strike. Yes, indeed. Time to strike. Yes. It does a little bit more damage. I can beat him up, at least. And he's going to be quite a tough opponent. But what will he drop, I wonder? And if I got one hit from him, I reckon I'd probably just cream over and die. Hardcore survival over and done with once again. So we'll just take him out this way. There he is. Oh. I just earned the Monster Hunter achievement. And it's now night time. What's that? Legendary Android Head. Shift for details. Melee. I can't put it on. So it's melee attack damage and stuff. Okay. Right, well, now it's gone dark. I better get rushing off upstairs again. And get into one of those beds before the mobs start spawning and come down and kill me. And that means I've got to clean this whole place up again. But, yeah, small amount of extra little work just to finish the thing off and get started where we left off. Can I sleep? Thank you. Alright. So, episode 2 is off to a great start, isn't it? Episode 1... Give me that bed. Episode 1, we mess things up. Episode 2, we mess things up some more. Awesome. Look at all the little holes that are in this place, though. The last time I dug a load of it up off camera and to secure it. This time I need to make sure that we're going to have actual security in the base. Sleeping upstairs is one thing, but having actual security in the base is going to be an important factor. Let's just check the chest to make sure that all that stuff is still there. And do we still have that gravel outside? I don't know if that iron ore gravel is still outside. Maybe it was outside the other way. No, it wasn't outside that way. Was it outside this window? Can't remember where it was exactly. Ah, yeah, there is some gravel out there, so we're good. That spawned in the right location as well. The seed is the same exactly. So I can carry on without the mistakes, hopefully. Yeah, we got the fossils. We got the javelins. We've got some more fossils and some more DNA. Yeah, it's pretty much all the same stuff as last time. Just got to clean it all up again. Oh, there's something new there this time. A plant fossil. Okay. Interesting enough. Let's place a bed down on here. Books and bits and pieces. And yeah, all the same sort of stuff. Now, I'm going to carry on recording just in case something bad happens. But I don't think I'm going to include it in the episode. Because, well, you know, I'm just going to be doing the things that you've already seen. So I'll be back when I've caught up a little. Alrighty, well, I'm all caught back up again. And some of the more astute viewers will probably have noticed that I've no longer got the hardcore hearts. Yes, down at the bottom there, no more hardcore hearts. And I hadn't noticed that on my third life, I had restarted without setting it to hardcore. And I'm quite pleased about it, really, because there was soon after a bit of a problem with, well, one of these new Lucky Block things, these chance cubes, caused me a bit of an issue. Yes, I spawned in Hero Block Brine. So that is twice now that I have had deaths in my hardcore mode based on the problem of having those chance blocks around. So I'm pretty glad that I didn't have it. And that doesn't break with that. Okay, so now I know. I'm picking up all sorts of bits and pieces, just doing a bit of mining around the place. Just getting the essentials. And I've dug right down to make a mine shaft, just to get me started on getting all the basics, materials and stuff. But there is such a thing as the fossils and archaeology blocks here, look. And I did need to come and find one earlier because I didn't have the relic that I needed in order to make the machine that siphons them all down to make different bits and pieces. So I had to come down and get some of that. But there's all sorts of things you get from this. That's some more iron. Lovely. That's what I wanted. I wanted to automate this as fast as possible. Because, just because, that's stuff that I don't want down there. Yep, I'll have this. Because, yeah, my iron pick just ran out. Yeah, it was one of these relic scraps that I was missing for making the fossil thing. Let's go all the way up the ladder. I've had a lot of time sorting out just generally around the area. And because I'm no longer on hardcore mode, I'm just on normal survival. It's been a kind of a weight off my mind. I've been able just to get on with quite a lot of stuff. And I think that the rest of this series will have to be in a general normal survival format, because the hardcore format will just mean that I can't possibly ever take a chance on those chance blocks. And if I can't take a chance on the chance blocks, then I'm giving myself a disadvantage in the pack. I could avoid them completely, I suppose. I suppose I could avoid them completely, but I've decided not to. Just gathering some materials, doing a bit of mining, and I guess that's it for today's episode. There's not much more we're going to do today. I've got some more of these essence bushes. I'm just going to place these up in the second floor. I've now made sure that the place is looking tidy. Hey, mushroom. Make sure the place is looking tidy and things are going okay. I just have some essence bushes there, and when they've grown I'll put some more up on top. This is kind of an enchanting area. Let's put another couple down on here. They possibly need some darkness to grow first, but we'll do that later. I'm just putting them there now so I know where they are. But that is all we've got time for on the second episode. I hope you enjoyed. We've caught up. We've got the base looking smooth and clean and ready to fill with all sorts of bits and pieces. We will have adventures, and we will run around all over the place. We'll also be getting bits more for the dinosaur mod. Yes, the dinosaur mod. Managed to get all sorts of bits of DNA and all sorts of different stuff. The next thing I really want to work on, though, is getting a hopper underneath there, because it only seems to fill these 4 slots, and only in single stacks. So like 3 sand will go in there, then 3 sand will go in the next one, then 3 sand will go in the next one, and it'll fill up with 12 sand instead of stacking it, which is kind of annoying. So I've got to keep it empty all the time. But aside from that, we are very good to go for the rest of the series over the next couple of weeks. And I would like to thank you very, very much for watching. I will see you very soon for some more. In fact, tomorrow for another episode of Revenge of the CTeam. Thanks very much, and goodbye.